I can only assume that you will enjoy educating your family about how the Coast Guard is, quote, the hard nucleus around the Navy forms in times of war. You're a really dull class. I mean, come on, man. Is the sun getting to you?
Well, here to react, Chad Robichaux, combat veteran, former Trump spokesperson. He's also the founder of the Mighty Oaks Foundation and host of the Situation Report. Chad, thank you for coming on today. We appreciate you taking the time. What's interesting for our viewers is it's not the first time that Biden has said something like this, some sort of gaffe. Here he is at a military gathering back in 2016.
And two, I appointed Johnson to the academy. I just want you to know that. Let's clap for that, Mr.
Chad, what do you make of these remarks?
Yeah, I mean, those guys have to be there. It's their commander-in-chief. President Biden's their commander-in-chief. They have to be there. And I'm sure not all of them want to be there. And, this isn't, like you said, it's not the first time he's made these comments towards our troops. I think it is offensive to treat the troops that way. It's kind of speaking down to them. And these are our young men and women who, bravely are raising their hand and serving their country at a time when we've been at war for 20 years. And I think he owes them the respect to do that. And if they're not interested in what he has to say, then he, as any good speaker should do, he just rolls with it and continues his speech. But he doesn't have to single them out, and he doesn't have to insult them.
You come from, obviously, a military background. Of course, we thank you for your service here. But there are some new questions about military recruitment tactics under this administration. We want to show you a clip that's circulating online about the Russian military that's getting some attention. Here's that.
Твоей новой жизни. Что ты знаешь о себе? На что ты способен? Вопросы могут остаться без ответов, но разве ты сумел знать себя, познать границы своих возможностей? К черту границы!
For comparison here, here's a look at the U.S.'s approach from what some are calling our woke military. Watch.
Standing at the altar to marry my other mom. With such powerful role models, I finished high school at the top of my class and then attended UC Davis.
The character in that clip there then goes on to serve for the U.S. military. Chad, are you taking anything away from these two advertisements here?
Yes. I'm as American as you could get, but that Russian video kind of motivates me. I'm like, man, I want to do that. And, I have come from a military family. My dad served as a Marine in Vietnam. Both my sons are United States Marines. I served as a Force Reconnaissance Marine, did 8 deployments to Afghanistan as part of a JSOC task force. And one thing I can tell you is that, and I think everybody that's watching this and has opinions on this has to be clear. The United States military has one mission and one mission only, and that's to win wars and protect the American people from our enemies. And in order to achieve that, we need to recruit the toughest, the smartest, and most courageous in our nation. And turning our military recruiting efforts into some billboard for wokeness and inclusion is dangerous to the effort of attracting the right people. It gives the wrong message to our enemies, and it harms our combat readiness. Only 0.5% of our United States population joins the military. And I remember when I was 13 years old and I saw that a Navy SEAL video, and I saw this guy coming out of the water, and he had a boonie hat on, he had scuba tanks on his back, and M16, his face was painted green. I was like, I want to do that. That's what I want to do. Mm-hmm. And that young 13-year-old kid set a goal in his heart, and I became at 17 years old, I joined the Marine Corps, and I became a reconnaissance Marine. But in saying that, I want to be really clear where I'm coming from. Regardless what someone's sexual preference is, one of the things I loved about the military and always will love about the military is it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, if you're black, white, brown, Asian, Christian, atheist, Buddhist, if you grew up rich, poor, in a trailer park or the projects or a mansion, it surely doesn't matter who your parents were and what their status were, if you had a single mom or 2 moms. When you join the military and go to boot camp, you get your clean slate, your own clean slate to earn your own way. In every opportunity in the military, it's competitive. It's supposed to be competitive to find the right person for the job, the best person for the job, not the most diverse person. The military is not about you. It's not about the individual. It's not about your opportunities, and it's not about individualism. The military is an opportunity to serve our nation. Yeah. And once we get away from understanding the military is an opportunity to serve and start making a place and a home for wokeness and individualism, we will not be combat ready, and we'll begin to lose wars, and our nation's security and national security will pay for it. And it's a very dangerous road, and diversity and individualism does not have a place in our military ranks.
Chad Robichaux joining us live on the program. Appreciate the time, Chad. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.